I'm Igor Kayfetz, and this is the List Building Lifestyle, a podcast for those who want to build a large profitable email list and make six figures from anywhere in the world. If you would like to get rich by building a large email list while helping people, this podcast is for you. I also invite you to attend a free web class I'm conducting this week to find out how I built a list of 4,331,656 email subscribers at a profit. Secure your free seat at igor.cx. Attend this free workshop to discover an easy way to get 50 to 500 new email leads per day on complete autopilot without losing tons of money. Just go to igor.cx to attend this free web class. And now, once again, it's time to claim your list building lifestyle. Welcome back to another edition of the List Building Lifestyle with your host, Igor Kayfetz. It seems like the cost of traffic is getting higher every single day. It's getting more competitive and it's getting super technical. In fact, if you're brand new to the online industry, anytime like I talk to someone who's brand new and we start talking about traffic, I see that most of the things I'm saying are literally flying over their head. Because in order to understand traffic, in order to do something as simple as run the first campaign for your business, you really need to understand like a million different things. It seems like the traffic industry has really evolved forward. And if you're using self-serving platforms such as Google or Facebook or YouTube or Snapchat or Twitter or whatever, you really just, kind of don't have a choice but to hire an agency unless you're willing to go and make a full-time job out of optimizing your own traffic campaigns. In fact, just getting an agency in and of itself isn't going to help you, guarantee that you won't be involved in the process. For example, I have an agency that helps me out with my Google AdWords traffic for our traffic agency. And incidentally, I not only have to be involved in the process, but I literally have to police them because they tend to overspend the budget I assign, and they tend to miss all kinds of important details that tend to result in losing money. For example, recently Google has added a TV placement because a lot of people now either browse the internet on their televisions or they use their television, their smart TVs to watch YouTube. So, naturally Google, being Google, added a placement now, which I think is a great thing because, it allows you to actually disable it because it just literally, you're bleeding money if you're running TV ads, unless you're Samsung or Chevrolet and you're literally just doing some image branding ads. So anyway, I have to go and tell them to turn that thing off because they seem to be either, asleep or whatever, or they just don't know yet. So I have to be the one who tells them, hey guys, you need to turn this off because we're losing money there. And the only reason I could know is because I have a reminder every day to check my stats and see where my most profitable leads are coming from and where my least profitable leads are coming from, or which campaigns are actually not making me any money. So I guess my point is this. Paid traffic has gotten super complicated and free traffic isn't better by any means. Free traffic has always been complicated technically and always been very time consuming. And today it only gotten worse because first off, there's more options for free traffic. There's Pinterest and there's social media and there's SEO and so on. But also it is very competitive. It is one of the most unrewarding things you can probably do in your business is to try to get free traffic, especially if you don't already have something that works for you, because trying to break through all the noise, trying to get placements and positions in places that matter is just super difficult. And I'm really happy that early on I got exposed to the work of Dan Kennedy, because Dan Kennedy said, if you can't spend $1 to get a customer, you don't have a business. And this is so true because honestly, most of the traffic I'm getting today, I pay for it. There's some portion of it that I'm getting for free, but I built my business using almost all paid traffic, and I'm really happy that I did because I'm not afraid of the marketplace swings. Not to mention, I'm also really happy that I didn't choose Facebook ads as the platform for my business because Facebook, as you know, recently has once again changed the rules, increased their prices, and kind of reran their algorithm to basically make more money for Facebook, right? And make your life more difficult by by strengthening the rules, by creating strict regulations, and by pretty much doubling the cost per view and cost per click literally overnight. So if you've been spending $50 to get a customer, you're now spending $100, or if you've been spending $500, you're now spending $1,000 to get a customer, and that will make your life difficult for sure. Now, since paid traffic is the closest thing to running a reliable online business, or maybe even an offline business too. I mean, it's not uncommon these days to see offline businesses relying strictly on paid traffic and paid media, or at least some kind of media, because foot traffic is a concept of the past. I don't see people just wander into stores anymore. I see that location is not as important anymore as it used to be, because right now most things are driven by online search, online marketing. And let's just say, I was looking for a barber shop a couple of weeks ago, right? I don't even I look at the location radius. So obviously I don't want to drive for 15 minutes each way just to get a haircut. But I'm not obsessed with getting the closest barber shop to me. In fact, what I'm judging my choices by is probably the quality of the work. Do they have Instagram where I can review their gallery? Do they have any sort of message or any sort of branding, and so on and so forth, as well as testimonials? I don't really look at where are they located, as long as they're within a 10-kilometer radius from where I'm at that point. So the point of this episode, where I want to chat with you about, is paid traffic, and specifically how to break even with it. Because a lot of times, being an owner of a paid traffic agency where we help people get traffic for their businesses, especially if they're brand new and they have no assets and no idea how to get more customers and how to start generating sales, one of the most common concerns they see from business owners, both online business owners and online business owners, is basically traffic is expensive, right? So everybody can admit to that. And then it's okay, how do I get expensive traffic, and how do I break even if the cost of the traffic is larger or higher than the margin of my product, right? So most people think, okay, I'm selling a $47 ebook, but my traffic campaign is going to cost me $1,000. Okay, let's just use these numbers for example. So when I pay $1,000 and I'm selling a $47 ebook, that means I need to sell about 20 units in order to break even with the campaign, right? That's the logic most people have. And the interesting part is that nobody thinks outside the box. That's this linear thinking about traffic is probably one of the most common reasons people fail with paid traffic, other than, of course, them not having a high converting offer in the first place, which I'd say is a prerequisite to running traffic in and of itself. If you want to scale your business using paid traffic, you can't do it without a high converting offer. That's a given, and most people understand that. But if I have to spell this out for you, right now is not the right time for you to run paid traffic, or don't do it on your own. Just go talk to an expert that can help you do it. Okay, So let's just say you're still selling that $47 ebook, and you understand that on a $1,000 traffic campaign, you need to sell 20 units. But you know damn well you're not going to sell 20 units. I mean, this could be a really, really good traffic source, but that on 1,000 clicks, after doing some tests and running some traffic, you'll probably sell, I don't know, 9 units or 7 units. Let's just say those are your numbers. So how do you break even? And most importantly, how do you scale that? How do you scale your business if you can only pull about 7 to 9 copies on the front end? And if you're not experienced in online marketing, this is where it pretty much ends for you. In other words, this is where your brain sort of shuts down and says, this is not for me. Yeah, paid traffic is for rich people. Paid traffic is for people who are already successful. It's not for me. I can't do it, blah, blah, blah. Well, first off, get rid of this idea, because paid traffic is for everybody. There's no barrier that says paid traffic is not for you, unless, like I said a couple of minutes ago, you do need a high converting offer, or an offer, some kind of offer, so you can start running some tests. Now, the other thing you need to understand is that getting free traffic and getting paid traffic are two different games. With free traffic, if you can actually get it, which means you're probably like in the top 1% people in the world, like you're probably one of the like couple of thousand people online who actually can build a business on free traffic. With free traffic, you don't need to worry about marketing cost, right? You only need to worry about product fulfillment cost and maybe some operation cost. But in terms of traffic costs and marketing costs, you don't need to worry about it. Therefore, even if you get 10,000 visitors and you're only closing 9 sales, that's okay. You'll actually be fine with it. You'll be saying, "Oh my God, I'm making money for free. I'm making money and I don't have to pay for it." Whoop-de-doo, right? But it doesn't happen. I mean, let's be honest. This kind of stuff simply doesn't happen. You don't just get 10,000 free visitors, make 9 sales, and be happy. No, it doesn't happen. You either work really hard to get the free traffic, and then you realize, "Oh, I only made 9 sales. I'm in profit, but like this shit ain't scalable." Which is what happened to me. I was getting some trickles here and there, and I realized, look, this is not going to work out. Like I can't be working 14 hours a day and make 2 sales a day. It's just not going to happen. So I moved to the paid traffic model, and this exact same challenge that I bumped into, I was selling a $17 product, but my traffic cost was way greater. And through some trial and error and through some consulting, I discovered probably one of the biggest secrets that ended up helping me build a thriving business online, and to not only scale beyond anything I imagined possible, but to also scale my income while scaling my freedom. Yo, it's Igor. If you're loving the content, hop on over to listbuildinglifestyleshow.com for more free training and a free transcript of this episode. Oh, and I'd really appreciate if you logged into iTunes and rated the show. It really helps. Thanks. And that concept is lifetime customer value. And if you never heard of it, lifetime customer value is basically the average amount of money you are making for every single customer that enters your funnel. In other words, for every customer that buys your product, you should understand what is the average amount of money they spend with you throughout the first 12 or 24 months, depending on your customer cycle. Like my customer cycle actually spans all the way to roughly 3 years, because I have people who buy traffic today, and then they come back 3 years from now buying more traffic, right? So I know my cycle doesn't end with the first sale. And that's actually also one of the most important things in your business, is that you don't really get a customer to make a sale, which is the way most people do it. You make a sale to get a customer. And so once you've had that initial transaction take place, in order to have a high lifetime customer value, required to be able to scale your business, to break even with your traffic, to make a lot of money, and to have freedom in your life. In order to do that, you need several offers in your funnel. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to instantly upsell them with 13 different things as soon as they buy your $47 ebook. Not at all. But you need to have a deeper funnel than just one ebook. You need to have additional things in it. You need to have a software, a membership site, maybe like a coaching or consulting program where they can buy an hour of your time. Maybe you want to also recommend some tools to make some affiliate income at the same time. So you're creating multiple streams of income and some passive income. Like for example, I've got a buddy who built an online marketing system where he's teaching people who don't have a website and don't have any clues on how to make money from home. And one of the income streams that he's got is recommending for people to sign up to an autoresponder. Right, and that income stream is now making him a couple $1,000s per month, just coming in passively from all the referrals he made into that other income stream. So I think it's a comfortable position to have like an extra $2,000 come in automatically. Even if you don't plan on investing that in traffic or covering operations cost or whatever, that still is pretty comfortable knowing that, for every customer you're getting, you're gonna, have some extra come in on average, right? For simply recommending an email autoresponder. So this is the secret, the big secret to breaking even and scaling your business with paid traffic. It is having multiple offers in your sales funnel. Again, when I say sales funnel, I don't necessarily mean your website. Your sales funnel spans way beyond your website or your sales page or your webinar funnel or your squeeze page or your blog. Your sales funnel is actually everything you do. Your entire ecosystem as a marketer, as a service provider, is your sales funnel, right? So they can start today, and then 15 days from now, you already have an offer that you're planning out to send out to them. For example, in my follow-up sequence, what happens is I've got a timed sequence, a drip sequence of offers of all kinds going out on certain dates and certain times from the moment that the customer joins my tribe. Now, what that allows me to do is, of course, I'm not selling every single offer to every single customer. Like, this just doesn't happen. Business doesn't work like that. But on average, I'm able to increase my average customer value this way. And I'm able to know that for every customer that I'm generating that's costing me about $100 now, I will recoup that investment within a certain period of time, even if I don't do it on the front end. And so that is why I'm able to go out there and spend quite literally thousands of dollars acquiring customers every single day, while my competitors cannot. And even if, I know that my competitors actually listen to this podcast, and you're probably thinking, Igor, why would you say that, right? Why would you reveal what you're doing, to your customers? Well, to your competitors. Well, here's the thing. The concepts of running a business, the concepts of having a thriving business, they didn't change at all since I started, or since the people who came in before me started. If you go all the way back to the Gary Halbert days, for example, like the concepts of running a profitable business, a business that gives you the freedom and allows you to thrive, they have not changed. There's only 3 ways to make money. You either have more customers, you either have the same customers buy from you more often, or you have the same more customers buy from you more often and spend more money per transaction. These are the 3 major ways you can be increasing your income and increasing your impact in your business. There's nothing else you can do. So when we talk about creating a business that breaks even on paid traffic, when we talk about business that's scalable with paid traffic, when we talk about helping you go from somebody who can't understand how to put in like $500 into a traffic campaign to becoming someone who basically spends $5,000 a day on traffic and does it successfully, the difference makers are these 3 things. Getting more customers, having these customers spend more money per transaction, and having those customers buy from you more often. That is it. That is why the whole concept of making a sale to get a customer is such a powerful concept, because your customers are the assets in your business. Like, your business really will not exist unless you have a customer base or a customer list. And a lot of people think that their assets, quote unquote assets, are their skills or knowledge or, I don't know, their product maybe. No, like you literally will not be able to survive without your customer list. Like, if I take everything away from you, for you to start making money tomorrow, you need that customer list. You need that hungry crowd of people who like you and trust you and want to buy from you. That's what you need. If I take away your list and leave you only with your product and your website, guess what? It's going to be way harder for you to make money. Way harder, because you'll start building a brand new customer base. But if I let you keep the customer base, you'll bounce back just like that. That's why we always see people, for example, people who are building teams, right? Let's take Mob, right? Mob has been recently shut down by the FTC, but within Mob, we've had always a bunch of people making a bunch of money, right? So I know this client of mine who basically made as much as $13,000 in one day with Mob. And as he was kind of, starting to really go big, Mob got shut down. So what he did, he simply changed the product. He changed the product and he shot a brand new video series. And then he went back to his customer base and started over. Guess what? Within just a week, he was already making about 70% of the money he was making with Mob, which took him about 6 months to build. And now he surpassed that by miles. And what does that tell you? That tells you that no matter the product you're promoting, no matter the circumstance, no matter your website, no matter the software you're using, nothing matters. Nothing other than your customer list. That's where it's all at. So what you do is you make a sale to get a customer, and you figure out your lifetime customer value. And if your lifetime customer value is lower than what it costs you to get a sale, which is not a great number for you to know. It's like, how much money do I need to spend per customer? So if I spend $1,000 on a campaign that gets me 10 customers, my average cost per sale is about $100. So in other words, if that's my average cost per sale, guess what? My average customer value needs to be at least 100 or greater. Like if it's at least 100, it's going to be very difficult. Like you're not going to be making money, and it's going to be very difficult to scale. But if your average customer value is, say, $150 and you're spending $100 to get the customer, then you are going to break even. You are going to break even. You are going to make a profit, and you will still have some money left over to scale your business by reinvesting back into it. Okay, so again, cost per sale, the important numbers for you to remember: cost per sale, lifetime customer value. Okay, these are two very important numbers. And the way you increase your lifetime customer value, which is the number that's key to scaling your business, is by creating multiple offers within your sales funnel, allowing you to stretch that lifetime customer value to a point where it's greater, and preferably it's double, triple, 5 times, maybe 10 times greater than your cost per sale. As soon as you get to that point in your business, you're off to the races. It's game over, and you don't need to worry about customer acquisition or any of that stupid stuff that's stifling most online business owners, right? This is where you pretty much enter a new dimension, a dimension where you're simply like, it's kind of like moving your business within a vacuum rather than trying to fight the friction of the air, right? So you'll be moving in a much smoother and a much easier way without applying much effort at all, compared to most businesses that are always trying to plow through this swamp of a marketplace, struggling to get some traction. So anyway, this covers today's episode. We've talked about how you can scale your business with paid traffic, the 2 most important metrics to remember, and how to get to a point where you're able to acquire customers at a profit using something called lifetime customer value. So this concludes this episode. This is Igor. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time we chat, have a good one. Thank you for tuning in to the List Building Lifestyle. Get access to previous episodes, the transcript of today's show, and exclusive content at our website at listbuildinglifestyleshow.com. Also, don't forget to claim your free seat at the traffic workshop I'm conducting this week, where I'm showing how I built a list of 4,331,656 email subscribers without losing money, and how my clients are putting anywhere from 50 to 500 new leads per day on their list at a profit without any list building experience. Just go to igor.cx to claim your free seat now.